Hey everybody, this is Nathaniel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a painkiller. It's a very famous tiki style cocktail. Basically, so for the ingredients, we are going to need pineapple juice and orange juice, and then coconut cream, and also we're going to need a famous rum. And we are going to be using Pusser's rum, and this rum is famous because you have to use this rum in the painkiller. I mean, in reality, you can use any high-proof rum, but back in the day, if they saw people using a different rum in the painkiller drink, they would take them to court. But obviously not in today's day and world, but yeah, back in the 1970s is when the painkiller was created, and it was created at Soggy Dollar Bar. Sorry about that, I was thinking about the name for this second. So it's Soggy Dollar Bar, and it was basically in the Virgin Islands, and that's where this spirit was created right here, and it's pretty high on proof. Like I said, this is a 42%, so that's 84 proof rum here, which is pretty easily to find. It's easily to come across Pusser's rum today. So those are all the ingredients you need for this cocktail besides nutmeg. And you will be using the nutmeg to grind on top for the smell and the garnish of the cocktail. And I'm going to begin and show you guys how to make this 5-ingredient cocktail. First, what you want to do is you want to take some orange juice, and you're going to add an ounce of orange tin. Today I'm going to be using a Boston shaker. And then after orange juice, we're also going to do equal parts of coconut cream, so 1 ounce of coconut cream. You can use whatever brand of coconut cream you prefer. I prefer the one in the can, but this is what I have right now and it works just fine, so I'm going to do 1 ounce of that. And then we are going to do 4 ounces of pineapple juice. So you can use, like I said, any pineapple juice you prefer. That's a sweeter pineapple juice. I typically use Dole for most of my tiki cocktails. Like I said, 4 ounces. So I'm just going to add one of those, 1 ounce on the bottom side, and then the top side is 1.5 ounces. So I add 2 of those, which equals 4 ounces of pineapple juice. And then after our pineapple juice, we are going to add our Pusser's rum I was talking about earlier. That's created at the Virgin Islands. And at the Virgin Islands, there's a tiki bar, so 2 ounces of this. There's a tiki bar there, that it's a swim-up bar, and then a lot of people used to drive their sailboats and stuff back in the day. I missed a little bit there, so I'm just going to put a quarter in here. A lot of people used to drive their sailboats and all that, you know, to that swim-up bar. They would get out their sailboat, either take their tender to it and then swim partway up, or just, you know, swim all the way there. So it's pretty cool in that sense. Very beautiful in that area. I've always wanted to travel there. Speaking of this cocktail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of pebble ice. I personally am a pebble ice maker. I hope, you know, some of you don't, and that's totally okay. So for the pebble ice, I'm just going to add a little bit. And then I'm going to shake it till the pebble ice dissolves for the dilution. Now if you are going to use normal ice, you can just shake it for about 12 seconds and fill the short part of your shaker halfway with ice. But in this sense, I'm just going to be shaking this till my pebble ice does dissolve for dilution. Now it's nice and chilled and the pebble ice is dissolved. So once that's dissolved, you need to pick out a glass for the cocktail. It is a pretty tall cocktail. I'm personally going to use I would use this glass one here, but it's a little bit shallow to hold all of it. So I'm gonna take one of my little tiki glasses I have here. I keep them for outside on the porch, but this is plastic. Usually I would prefer glass, but that's what I got to fit this drink as of right now. And then first of all, what I am going to do, if you have Pebble Ice, you can take a little bit of it and kind of stacks up like a mountain. Because, see, if we're going to fill it all the way, your drink wouldn't go completely through. So what I like to do is fill a little bit in my glass and then top it off with Pebble Ice. Of course, if you're using standard ice, you just fill it up to the top. So now what I'm going to do is top the rest off with Pebble. Okay. Like I said, I just kind of like to stack that Pebble Ice up in my tiki drinks. A little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. So after we do that, we're going to take our nutmeg. You definitely don't want to skip this part. And you take any type of grater you have that would work. For example, I'm going to use a cheese grater. Take my little grating bits on this grater. I'm going to grate that nutmeg over my drink. And what that's going to do is it's going to give it some smell, and it's going to give it kind of a toasted smell. So in that sense, when you're drinking it and sipping it, when you smell things, you tend to taste things. So when you're drinking that, you're going to get kind of a toasted note, and you're also going to get all those notes in the drink that the toasted note complements very well. You're going to get, you know, that pineapple, you know, that coconutty flavor, the rum, which that all goes well with the nutmeg, and you're going to get that hint of orange juice, which is very good. So I'm going to put in a straw, and then I'm going to garnish with an umbrella. I'm looking at what colors I have here. I think the orange that I'm seeing would go decent with this cocktail. So we're going to use an orange umbrella for our garnish with that nutmeg. And if you can see, try not to spill, you can show the camera here so you guys can see, is that nutmeg looks great on top. And a lot of times, you would want to garnish this with a pineapple frond and then a pineapple wedge to put on the rim of your glass. However, I don't have those with me today, so like I said, you know, I mean, it looks great just with the nutmeg on it itself and the umbrella to the side. That's very good. So I've made many of these before, so I know what it does taste like. I don't want to show you guys many cocktails that I know aren't that good, but again, people have different preferences. So I will be showing you guys cocktails that, you know, I haven't created before for experiments to see how good they are, and, you know, following them from a recipe book or the internet. But this is my first video of the channel, so it may not be that professional, but I'll work on, you know, progressing everything over time. But speaking of the drink, yeah, whenever I taste it, I definitely get a dark rum in there, which plays very, very well. So if you want to make this cocktail, I would definitely get that Puster's rum. It's got kind of a funky tropical flavor to it. That's the type of rum you want. So if you do have a rum at home, you want to make it, kind of have a kind of like a funky Jamaican or Caribbean rum, you know, that would work great as well. You know, if it has that funky tropical flavor and it's, you know, above 80 proof or more. I wouldn't go over 100 proof though, because that would take over all the flavors of the drink. But yeah, this is very good. So I'm definitely getting the pineapple. I'm getting that nutmeg. You know, I prefer sniffing the nutmeg while I'm sipping it, and everything just kind of comes into play, and it's very good. So I hope you guys make a painkiller for yourself. Hopefully kill your pain away and feel like you're on the Virgin Islands or in the Caribbean somewhere. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and help me grow this channel.